efficient leading up to this. Now it's just a matter of who executes better.
Well, here we go. Cotto in the white trunks and Mosley in the black trunks with the white trim.
You talked about the body punching of Mosley.
Notice, Dave, that
break.
Right back. Cotto having recently defeated Zach Huda, 11th round knockout. Mosley, the win over Luis Palazzo. Either fighter was really tested in those fights, so they both have been in relatively good shape.
Heads came a little close there, and these guys recognize that. You see how that's happening. Cotto wants to get that inside positioning, and he used his head instead of a jab.
Took a right hook.
He's reacting to Mosley here, but at some point, you know he'll have to get off first and be dictating to Mosley. Second time in the round, Cotto going lefty, and lands a shot there and then changes.
Exchange in the final seconds. Mosley trying to unload the right at the bell.
And yet, he looked pretty fluid with the jab to me. So, he might be getting conflicting signals as to what's working and not working. And the ironic thing is you would think the person who might be tight is Cotto, fighting in front of a delirious crowd with high stakes. What they're seeing versus what appears to me. And I think they should be lecturing him on getting out of a good style, which he had shown in rounds 1 and 2 in the corner. Instead, Mosley's corner is telling him, hey, you did a real good job with the body punching in round 3, and they didn't address the fact that he got out of the stylistic edge being the taller fighter, and he's now fighting Cotto's fight. They didn't pick up on that. Again, Mosley now resembling a guy who's trying to buy some time, manage the clock, and shorten the fight. That's a big task to ask. Lefty's come out of his plan. This is Cotto's fight on the inside, straight ahead.
Let's see what happens if he backs off a little bit.
We saw Mosley setting the pace with his jab in rounds 1 and 2. And now he's trying to muscle Cotto, and you can still win a fight that way. It's just abundantly harder.
He uses the jab as you suggested.
We're seeing the age.
Yeah, Cotto just keeps coming.
Gotta get in the ring. I gotta get in the ring.
Probably thinking, don't you think, Dave, Mosley's thinking, I gotta knock this guy out if I'm gonna be successful here.
Well, he might be thinking that, or he's trying to preserve himself because this fight has taken a bigger physical toll than he may have expected. But he's summoning Cotto to come straight to him. He is playing right into Cotto's strengths. Mosley, he's a good inside fighter when it's his second gear of attack. Now, we have seen the jab to Mosley disappear. You know, it's interesting, Dick, I talked before how the corner had not picked up on Mosley's abandonment of the jab. And at the end of the last break, I said, where'd the jab go that we worked on all in training camp? He said, I don't know.
Don't you think Mosley, there's a a stiff jab from Cotto. Don't you think early on, Mosley probably thought, once I get to his body and start landing hooks on his body, his head, he'll start to back up, I'll start to wear him down. I don't think he thought that Cotto would just keep coming back and get stronger.
But what's interesting about that is that he abandoned that idea by round 3. Well, I can see, hey, I'll try that. Maybe in the late rounds I can get him to do that. But Mosley put the jab on the shelf in round 3 and took away that process. So he may have felt he could wear Cotto down. A very enjoyable fight. We're enjoying it. I'm Dave Bontempo along with Dick Landis. And halfway through, Dick, I think Cotto has edged himself back out in front.
So Mosley is staying away. He's staying on the outside. Cotto is relentless. Just keeps coming.
Now for Mosley, he takes the right hand there because the jab died in the gloves of Cotto. He wants to be jabbing, moving. And now if you're Cotto, you've seen the pattern of the jab. You pick up some of the subtlety and you get an idea as to how you can move inside of it. They're there with Mosley not throwing. Cotto lands 2 jabs. He's the one attacking here. And the jab from Mosley not discouraging him at all.
All right, nice and clean, nice and clean.
Cotto gets his confidence up. I can get inside on this guy. And now even if you do go back to the jab, Cotto figures I can get in. And that's what he's doing.
His last 2 or 3 rounds have not been that exciting. Cotto in the white trunks. Mosley in the black and silver. Now all of a sudden Mosley seems to be pressing.
For him to come on the inside. And he pays for getting inside here because he didn't throw to get inside first.
It's interesting how he has changed from the last round, where he was staying outside, moving around, hands low. Now here he is pressing the action. He has Cotto backing up.
Yeah, and that's because we're dealing in a sport with human beings and high emotional volatility. You go back to your corner, they give you an idea that maybe what you were doing to the body was a good thing early. You come out charged up, the rah-rah aspect.
Cotto comes back on the jab. Here's an overhand right.
But notice how Mosley gives himself space first, and then he lands, and that's why he was very effective. This is an excellent round for Shane Mosley, one of his best in the fight.
Mosley has been rejuvenated. Scoring with a right hand. WBA welterweight championship fight. Overhand right.
Well, this is Mosley sensing the chance to do something special here. Rejuvenated in the ninth, and he hurts Cotto with that right hand. And they're telling him to go after Cotto. That's a bad break for Mosley because Cotto slipped in the corner. The booing from the Cotto perspective, these are his fans. That hurt Mosley a lot more.
All right, break, step out.
I was going to say, Dave, to wipe up a little bit of water in the corner just broke the momentum.
Working, hands.
I mean, that was kind of ridiculous.
It certainly did. did. That hurt Mosley. It's the most fortuitous water in the corner that Cotto has ever seen.
And Mosley continues the attack, which he started the last round. So after so-so 7th and 8th rounds, he suddenly came alive and down 9, and here he is pressing the action. And you have to comment on Cotto, the fact that Cotto comes back. He comes back. There's a right uppercut by Mosley.
Well, you know, Dick, you don't get to be 30-0 and a champion by allowing.
Stay in the middle of the ring. And a left hand from Cotto. Blocks Mosley a bit. Cotto coming on.
And Cotto trying to steal the round from Mosley. I still think it was Mosley's.
I believe he missed this fight. He's been tired. But he got it together in round 9, round 10. It's an amazing comeback for him.
And when you saw him in the middle rounds breathing heavily, you wondered, is he going to look 36 in this fight? Is this the fight he gets old? And he said, no, it's not the fight I get old in. He's come back.
Cotto just caught him with a counter right hook. Now Cotto is moving around the outside. I guess Cotto's going to box a bit.
You think the home edge with the crowd behind you is a major advantage, and it can be, but it's also a lot of pressure. This is a defining fight for him within the Puerto Rican boxing community. And he's had a lot of success, especially in the middle rounds of the fight. And Mosley, who's 36, looks dipped in the fountain of youth in the last couple of rounds.
He really did. I think Cotto's got to watch out for is not taking the round off. I don't know if he thinks he has it won, but he has started this round by not doing a whole lot.
And you know, in a fight like this, you cannot assume that you've got it won. It's a slip by Mosley. But you can't make that assumption because you don't know how the judges are perceiving this fight. And from Mosley's standpoint, he was effectively aggressive, and he was ineffectively aggressive.
Couple of jabs, overhand right. A thumb in the eye, maybe.
And there's a cut at the side of the eye for Cotto. Fortunately for him, we're almost done.
Mosley looks like he's loading up with a big knockout.
Mosley is walking it down. Here's the 36-year-old pressing the 27-year-old.
He's been
the last 3 rounds.
It's been amazing the last 3 rounds. Final seconds. Close fight.
A great finish for Mosley.
I don't know if Cotto did himself a favor by taking off the 12th round. There it is.
And we go to the scorecards. Glenn Feldman and Peter Trematera both have it 115, 113. Winkins 116, 113 to the winner by unanimous decision. Damas y caballeros de Caguas, Puerto Rico, still undefeated and still WBA welterweight champion of the world, Miguel Angel